Hard to believe, Randy, we have not had a repeat winner. Hugh Miller had the other chance, but he was knocked off by Danny-Wiseman in the wild card match. Bob Learn Jr. has 5 career titles, but not this season. Second straight TV appearance for him. Good showing in Tacoma last week. In the pocket for Learn Jr. to start things off. Sore back, sore toe and all. Danny-Wiseman, 35 years old, from Baltimore. Tying the PBA record, 77 and 80. We talked about without the repeat winners. Maybe Wiseman will change the history today. 10-pin.
Danny said he did a lot of things differently this week. Sometimes he went really straight and hard. Sometimes he hooked it, kind of played all over the lane. And this spare ball that Danny uses, he's had it for about 18 years. It's like the oldest spare ball on tour.
Takes care of the 10-pin on lane 28. Post-shot celebration there from Danny.
Didn't know I was going to stick. Slipping all the time.
We saw that pretty low average that Learn Jr. had in his one head-to-head match with Wiseman, a 195. Danny just shot a 182. Some more numbers to throw at you. This week in Medford, the average fairly close. Strike percentage, nice advantage for Learn Jr. and spare conversion numbers also in favor of Bob. Back to Wiseman in the pocket.
Danny-Wiseman barely made the first cut. He bowled a really bad last game. He snuck in. He said as the week went on, he just started feeling better and better. He's feeling it right now. Talk about a guy who's feeling it. Back-to-back shows for Bob Learn Jr.
Wiggling pin just won't fall for him on lane 28.
Yeah, 15-pound bowling ball, all that power and speed, and he leaves a 5-pin. But that's, he said something to Marshall about, hey, Marshall, how'd you like that one? This week he's playing the part of the lane he feels most comfortable with, Dave, straight from out, straight and hard.
After the paralyzing 5 on lane 28, takes care of his mark.
Paralyzing 5. That's nice. Freeze!
We'll throw a few at you. Why not?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
5 career titles for Bob Learn Jr. 36th coming in the PBA Tour list as he enters this TV show day after his fine appearance again here in Oregon. Also 36th on the money list. There's 21,000 earned so far. That number will go up today. Winging 10.
Well, early on, I would say that's not a real good thing to see when you paralyze the 5 and then you leave a weak 10. When there's that much friction right, you don't want to be seeing that. Weak 10 is where that 6-pin just went to the gutter and just kind of laid there. Bob's got to get that ball to enter the pocket a little bit more sharp, a little bit more sharply. Get those pins to fall.
10-pin for him. His last victory came the Japan Cup over Ryan Schaefer in the finals, 176-172. That was in 2001. Mr. 300, Bob Learn Jr. We're coming here from Lava Lanes, Medford, Oregon. The PBA Tour coverage continuing live here on ESPN. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, our entire crew, Marshall Holman, the Medford meteor and PBA legend, joining us in the booth for a while during one semifinal match. The other is here, Wiseman, 7-pin.
You know, when that hit again, Marsh.
Everybody's talking to Marshall. You're seeing pin carry like this. What that's telling you is that the bowling ball is not entering the pocket on the proper angle.
Marshall next to the proprietor, Rick Donnelly. Takes care of his mark. Danny-Wiseman, always flamboyant. Everything he does. 5th on the money list in the middle of the fall swing. He was one of the hottest bowlers out there, but stumbling a bit after his victory in Chicago. On the line today, $40,000 to the winner.
You know, I think what separates great champions and Hall of Famers from also-rans is the fact that, yes, he did start off red hot. Yes, he did win a tournament back-to-back shows. Nothing for a few weeks, but look, he's back again. Figured out what he needed to do, made the changes necessary, and here he is again. Danny's playing a little bit more of a hook than everybody else. He's further left on the lane, floating the ball a little bit further right. Bob Lerner's going to be straight and hard again. His move should be moving further right and throwing it harder.
Perfect adjustment. Mr. 300 had a strike also in the first frame as Wiseman watches in this semifinal event. Goebel awaits the winner. ABC Masters, a major coming your way next weekend here on ESPN, 12:30 Eastern Time as the PBA Tour continues, our second major of the year. After Jason Couch made some history in Connecticut, a three-peat, first ever to do that in Uncasville, Connecticut in mid-December. That's all coming up here on ESPN. Pocket.
And a nice double for Bob Lerner. If you're wondering why Bob made the last two telecasts, prior to that, doing nothing on the tour, Bob signed a new contract with a company. Prior to that, his focus was on doing whatever he had to do to earn a paycheck to take care of his family, Dave. I mean, he was talking about being a sales rep, doing other stuff. Now his focus is on winning, just like that in 2 weeks.
And that's why, in talking with Bob last night, he can relate so well to what Brian Goebel has gone through. Absolutely. Hey, you're supporting a family. As we watch Wiseman get everything going on lane 28. When you're out there supporting a family, Bob's got his wife Stacy back home in Erie, Pennsylvania, son Brandon, who's a chef in State College, PA, and daughter Brittany, 14 years old. It's a lot of responsibilities, you know very well, with your two young kids, Randy.
Danny-Wiseman taking a re-rack for one of two reasons. Either the pins are off spot, he doesn't like the configuration, or he's buying himself some time. You're allowed 2 re-racks per game on the PBA Tour. After that, if the pins are set off spot, tough luck.
After Chicago and Detroit, he was 45th. Grand Rapids tied for 9th. Also top 10 at the Pepsi Open. Randy's win this year in Philly.
Right before Danny starts his approach, he exhales.
There it is. Rhythm, focus.
Come on now. Come on.
But after that, some frustration for Danny-Wiseman. 55th on the island, 45th in Albany. He has bounced back here, though, in Medford. The second half of the PBA Tour season in full swing against Bob Lerner Jr. in his semifinal match. Brian Goebel